take note page 38. So previously we have mentioned the rusting process, the chemistry of rusting. So the first step is iron atom lose 2 electrons to become iron 2. So be careful, it is iron 2 ion. Okay, formation of iron 2 ion by losing 2 electrons. It is the first step. And the second step I've mentioned to you, if iron lose 2 electrons, then something must receive the electron, 係嘛？我掉兩粒，咁有啲人就接啦。So what will receive the electron? Oxygen and water. You don't need to know the coefficient. You just need to know that oxygen and water will receive the electron and it will become hydroxide ion. Okay, and maybe you can put a note right here. OH minus. OH minus is the species that is responsible for the alkaline property. 碱性. Okay, when something has hydroxide ion produced, it is alkaline. Understand me, okay? When something dissolved in water that can produce hydroxide ion, it is an alkaline substance. 它是鹼性的 ，OK？ 你 put 一個 note 喺隔離 ，OK？ And the first step and the third step is involve some complicated reaction. So right now you don't need to know a lot about that, but in these steps, basically you can say that the iron 2 ion become iron 3 ion. Okay, and then after all these process, hydrated iron 3 oxide will be produced. It is hydrated iron 3 oxide. So this is the chemistry for rusting. Okay, the first step, iron lose 2 electrons to become iron 2. Second step, oxygen and water will be responsible to receive the electron and they will combine to become hydroxide ion. And pay attention, hydroxide ion represents something that is alkaline, 碱性. Okay, and the third step is about some complicated reaction. Okay, you can say that it is during this stage, iron 2 ion will become iron 3, and at last, the hydrated iron 3 oxide will be produced. Hydrated iron 3 oxide. So it is basically the things that I told you in the last lesson. And hydrated iron 3 oxide is reddish brown in color. And I mentioned to you in chapter 11, we have learned that we have iron 2 oxide and iron 3 oxide. Iron 2 oxide is black in color. Okay, iron 3 oxide, reddish brown in color. Okay, so these are the chemistry about rusting that you have to know. Okay, so let's go to the content for this in this lecture in this section. So it is page 40. I think it is 40. Okay, page 40. So we have to know, after learning the chemistry of rusting, we need to know some factors about that will affecting the. We have to learn some factors that will affect the rate or the speed of rusting. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have some example and some reason. Of course, you can just memorize all of them, but I would like you to know the principle behind. So maybe you can add one note right here. So, okay, can you tell me what is the first step about rusting? Iron lose electron. So, if any factors that will increase the speed of the first step, it will make the rusting much faster, right? Okay, so, or if any factor that will increase the speed of iron losing electron, or oxygen and water gaining electron, this is a factor that will speed up rusting, right? Okay. So let's take a look at this example. Number one. This one. Presence of electrolyte. Okay. You haven't learned what is electrolyte, but you can say that it is just a soluble ionic compound. Okay, soluble ionic compound is electrolyte. So why? Maybe I will talk about this in the later part. I talk about this one first. Higher temperature. So basically, all the chemical reaction usually they will occur in a faster rate when the temperature is higher, right? So for higher temperature, this process and this process will be speed up. So when the metal are located in a higher temperature place, it will rust faster. 明唔明先 ？Okay, the example will be the car exhaust pipe 廢氣喉。Okay, the iron in the car exhaust pipe will rust will rust much faster than the iron in other place because of the high temperature, which will speed up these two steps. Okay, so the third point you know that. Okay, and the reason is right here. Okay, rusting reaction process faster at higher temperature. Okay, Number two, maybe. Okay, this one, presence of acid. Okay, when a metal or when the iron is put into acid, okay, what happens basically? So iron put into acid. What happens? So on my iron put into acid. Right? Alright? Right? When iron is put into acid, it will form the salt and hydrogen. No matter what is the acid, basically it is a process that iron become iron 2. Right? So when there is some acid, okay, when we have acid, iron will be converted into iron 2 easily. So the presence of acid will speed up rusting because it will trigger the formation of iron 2 ion, right? And the example is the building site and industrial area because the 嗰啲廢料 okay, sometimes those wastes are acidic, okay, sometimes those wastes are acidic, so those wastes will speed up the process for iron become iron 2, okay. That's why the building that next to the industrial area, the acid will promote the loss of electron from the iron to give the iron 2 oxide, which in turn speed up the process of rusting. Understand reason, okay? 應該未作得，應該學到嗰度㗎啦，係啦。OK 呢度 presence of so these two you have, I think you guys understand these two, right? Okay, and then this part, presence of electrolyte. So there is a metal which is iron. There is oxygen. There is water. Okay. In order to let the rusting occur, okay, iron need to lose 2 electrons to oxygen and water, right? Okay. But it is not easy to transfer the electron. Because, for example, there is nothing between them that can conduct electricity, because oxygen cannot conduct electricity, right? Simple molecular structure cannot conduct electricity. Water, simple molecular structure cannot conduct electricity. Iron can conduct electricity, but iron cannot easily transfer the electron to water and oxygen. Okay, so how to make the iron transfer the electron easier? Iron want to transfer electron. Iron want to transfer electron to oxygen and water. But oxygen and water, to be more accurate, pure oxygen and pure water cannot conduct electricity. So, the presence of electrolyte can help the iron to transfer the electron to oxygen and water. That's why the presence of electrolyte can increase the electrical conductivity of water, which in turn increase the rate of rusting. Understand raise your hand? 所以呢個就解釋咗啦，點解 buildings at seaside will have a much quicker rusting rate 就係咁解咯。明嘅舉手。Major composition in the seawater, salt and water. Salt is sodium chloride, which is soluble in water, which is electrolyte, which is soluble ionic compound.